And good afternoon, everyone. This is God Only Knows Loading here, bringing you guys a Paragon podcast, episode 3, baby. Here, my co-host is DK. DK?
Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back. The replay system doesn't look like it's going to be working.
It's working for me, dude. I put it on my personal one.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Like it's
Oh.
not. It's a look like it's a giant letter in the way. Let me. Ooh. Like the crew, it's almost like it's hard to. I don't know. Look like it's not working.
Wow. Okay, so we're just
tell me when
gonna.
you're streaming, DK. Yeah, I'm sorry. I tried to be on earlier, just some stuff happened.
We're gonna be first starting.
Yeah,
You want to say something?
go ahead, sir.
All right.
No, go
We're
ahead.
gonna first be starting off, guys, with really just hopefully some easy stuff, some easy questions and stuff like that. You know. Other than that, all right, let's get started. So, DKT, what is your top 3 favorite heroes that you would never pick?
Hold on. You said that I would never pick?
Because I know you have a thing where it's if you have already mastered that hero that you don't really pick them as often, or you just don't pick them. Because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, Kalari would be one.
Okay.
Steel
Mm-hmm.
and Greystone.
Really? Greystone?
Yeah.
Why did you play Greystone so much? I didn't even know you had a master, right? Dude,
Yeah,
again,
Greystone
because
was the first one
Mhm.
that I mastered. Greystone was my first master.
I never
Because
see you play him. That's
back
why.
in the day.
Uh-huh.
Really? You never seen me play Greystone?
Nope, never. Not once.
Wow. Back in the day, man, Greystone was a beast. Like, when he first came out, all the way up to when they rechanged Monolith, Greystone was the off-lane carry. The dude couldn't be touched, man. Like, Greystone was a beast. I would literally go 1v4, 1v5, taking everybody out, just like I remember the way he used to, because remember the way his sword animation was different. So it was
It was different.
He would slice with an X, and then he'll pull it back and go whack, whack, whack. It's like you want to talk about the first fidget spinner, and people, Greystone was like, choo, 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 choo. So, yeah, that was my first one, was Greystone, man.
The fidget spinner now is, what is it, Fang Mao?
Yeah, I don't even know. I think he's a hedge cutter now.
No, dude, Fang Mao is literally like the guy who mows your lawn, dude. He's like...
Yeah, I call him the hedge cutter now.
The hedge cutter.
Yeah,
oh, man, that's good.
Shit. He's a hedge cutter now. But yeah, those would be my 3, man. Steel, Greystone, and Kalari.
I don't have any masteries because I am like an all-around player, but the 3 people who I've mastered like the most would be Countess, Iggy, and I think like a mix between Gadget or Howitzer. For me, I was a mad Iggy player, bro. Like when when Iggy was first released, I was on top of that. Iggy was like the best laner. He felt so good to play up against. Well, to play up against, it was awful. I remember all I would see was nothing but just Iggy players, just all of them would just be over there, and it was great. I whooped their butts every time. Back when it was Legacy, everyone would just throw like up straight power. And I had like a really good build with all the cards. But
yeah, Greystone was good.
Okay, now we're gonna get into the section, guys. We're trying something new. I wanted to talk about 3 different cards that we would like currently, and we're going to talk about why we like them, and then after that, we're going to make up 3 different cards. Just random cards on the top of our heads. Like maybe say a card that shoots out a lightning bolt that stuns, something like that. Alright. I'm going to start off to give an example.
Okay.
The 3 cards I highly enjoy that I know a lot of people are either gonna like or gonna hate is Red Zone. I like Red Zone because of the power increase it gives you. Such a really good power increase. However, though, well, let's say when I'm playing in teams, sometimes I choose not to pick Red Zone, mainly because I know that if I have a squishy team, we're gonna get wrecked. We're gonna get wrecked either really hard, or we're gonna have to kill them really fast. Because if you have Red Zone and your team is close to you, they might get destroyed. So that's one of the cards, really. Alright, second card. It's a new card, in fact. The, I don't really know what the new card is called, but when I say the effect, you guys instantly know what I'm talking about. It's the new card that just came out that turns people into bugs.
Grubbish.
Grubbish? Is Grubbish?
Yeah, some shit.
Okay.
I think it's like form Grubbish.
Okay, so it's Grubbish.
I like to call it the Abraham Lincoln, the dirty Abraham Lincoln card, because that dude looked like he was like a drunk Abraham Lincoln on the card, dude.
The dirty Abe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
When everybody first started finding it, and
Wow,
honestly, you know what? I think that's just a template for all the cards in the game.
Really?
Because before I seen it glitch out when I don't know if anyone's ever seen this, but when the game go to first load in, it doesn't always load the home menu screen correctly, and it will glitch, and the card, you know how it shows you the chest right there?
Yeah.
You know how you get to claim your chest? That chest was actually showing up as that card, and then it morphed into the chest. So I think that's like a template, like a I don't know, like some, I don't know what they would call it, but I think it's like a template for all the objects in the menu.
That's interesting. Huh. But yeah, I really enjoy that bug card because it has saved my life. It really has, and I have saved other people's lives with it. Sometimes I like to play an Aurora support. Pretty good, you know, her ult and then her circle, and then the wall if you can like pull it up, right? But there's been many times where there was like a Countess or a Grux on their team that just wanted to rush in and try to do as much damage as possible. It's either my carry or the full team himself, and I would just use that card. Then after that card was up, everybody would just focus that one person, they'd all go down pretty fast.
Yeah, it's a good card. Especially because they still take damage in there. Give me one moment. Let me address an important question about the Discord.
Okay.
The reason why that we require a phone number for our Discord, I have no access to any of those phone numbers. I don't ever even see it. But I want our community to be a community that's troll free. People that come in our community that trolls and are just bullies, cyber bullies, and just like they talk about a bunch of bullshit. I do not want that inside our community. So that is why we require a phone number, because it's easier for them to just find out who that is by their phone number, ban them by their IP address, ban them by their phone number. We don't have to worry about it in our Discord community again. So that's why you need a phone verification for the Discord. If that is too much for you, I apologize. Our Discord may not be the place for you. But that is not something that we will change, simply because we have a lot of young people in our Discord, and we don't want anything happening to them, and I don't want anything that's going to jeopardize who they are. So I don't want to play around. I don't play around with stuff like that. I don't play around with cyberbullying. I don't play around with security. A two-step authentication is on and everything. So I don't. But that is why I'm a very cautious security person, and I don't want any of that stuff happening. All right, but go ahead.
Okay. And the third card is Unstable Cyborg. I wish that it wasn't as bad as it is now. It is almost non-existent. Almost no one uses it. And I actually haven't
Yeah.
seen anyone use it since the nerf. Well, there's been a couple people who didn't really adjust their builds early on, but now it's pretty much gone. I highly enjoyed Unstable Cyborg. I wish that they would buff the damage to where the card was worth it, instead of just being
You and
sort
Bill
of
did
a.
that other day. You, you put it on and you scared the shit out of us in that match, man. You really did.
I was wrecking a lot of people in that match, but like that's because I have a lot of health
Yeah.
DK, and that's the only reason why I put it on was I still have it in my
Yeah.
build, you know. But like
Yeah.
if I have it in my build, dude, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel as good as it could, you know? Because think about it, it's 65 damage, and that does not, and it's not even true damage. So that means you're not getting 65 for every hit. If you have
That's
an
true.
ability armor, you're probably getting hit like, what, 30? And that's just someone's
Yeah.
basic ability armor. You can hit with like 30 of that damage, and has a 20% chance to activate. Think about
That is true.
20%, you know? Like 25, you know, that'd be pretty good. 30, alright, now we're talking. But it does low damage, and has a somewhat lowest chance to proc. So I'm not the biggest fan.
I've seen it down to 18. I've seen it down to 18.
Huh?
If you have any kind of ability armor, I've
Yeah.
seen it go down to 18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like laughable damage. So I wish
Yeah.
that they would bring it up. I know it was like 120 before. I feel like maybe if they give it like 100 damage or like 85 or something like that, I feel like it'd be in a much better place than it is now. Um, alright, and those are the three cards that I like currently, and the reasons why. DK?
Okay. Three cards that I would like that I like currently. Let's see here. Three cards that I've been using.
Uh-huh.
One is it's in growth. It's an intellect. Three points in the intellect, 5 points in health, vitality. It's I think it's called something Meyer. I forget the name of the damn card. Growth Meyer. And somebody out there, I know somebody out there know it. Hey, what's up, man? Uh, it's basically what it does is give you 25 basic damage on top of it slows. It slows your opponent every time you 300. When you receive 300 damage, it slows your opponents, right? So you get that card, right? And that card works very well with Green Springs. All right, Green Springs give you 20 basic armor. Uh, Green Springs give you 20 basic armor. That's another card that I'm liking right now. So I use those in combinations
Mm-hmm.
with my tank characters now. It just because the only thing I have to worry about at this point is ability damage. So if you want a really good combination to use on steel, on if you want a good combination to use on Severog, any tank character, and it works so well with Richter. Green Springs,
Richter?
Meyer, yeah, Green
Mm.
Springs, Meyer, and then get this application now. You can
Mm-hmm.
do application, right?
Yeah.
Now you are literally unstoppable. Like it's very hard to beat, and people don't use it at all. And like I said, this is new because the reason why those cards are very easy to get in early game, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then mid game, and then in mid game, by the time mid game that 15-minute mark comes around, you got over 100 basic damage resistance. over 100 with those cards. You can take it a step further. You can take it a step further and get numbing road. That gives you even more basic defense. And man, it is hard to put you down. Like I ran that with Kwon,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very hard to put you down. It is very hard because I mean you going up against anybody that's physical damage, they're not touching you. Running it with steel, anybody you got those 4 things that proc, so they're not going to touch you. So it's a really good card to have. But I like to have those 3 cards: Numbing Road, Gross. I think it's like Gross Spear Meyer, or Growth Meyer, and Green Springs. Those are the 3 cards I like.
Okay, okay. And now we get to the part where we talk about 3 cards that we would actually like to see in the game, or just think it would be just a fun idea. Maybe not in terms of practical use, like oh, if you get hit one time, card, you die, but if you hit them one time, they die. Yeah. Yeah, that's even fine, actually, too. Might as well. There's no limitations on what cards we're thinking of. But, alright, I'm gonna start off. I would like to see...
Go ahead.
Okay. I would like to currently see a card in the game where if this would be an active card, so where you would press the button and then it would do something. I would like to see a Thunderbolt, but not what you think. I'm talking about like a Thunderbird in terms of think of like Quane's R1 or his ability that gives him like ability armor with basic attack armor, and it comes out down with lightning. Yeah, I want it to be like that. A lock on that is 1 second stun, and it would be in the, what is it called? What's the sort of like whitish, the order class. I would like that to be an order class, and I would like that to give health and mana. And that's 1. Alright, another card in the game is, because of the verticality in this game, I think it'd be really fun to have a card that lets you traverse some of the more unique things instead of just like a teleport, Because it would be cool to have like a card that you press and then it dashes you forward like an Aurora wall, That would be cool.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of what it would be is DK, picture a fog-like ability active. And this is another active card, and the next one's going to be a passive. This card allows you for 2 seconds to make a person, it would be similar to like Faces Blind, to where it wouldn't be just like a black screen, but instead it would be like fog surrounding your vision, so you can't really see that well. For 2 seconds. I think that would be a very unique card. I would like that card to be a caster card, so that would mean a lot of mana. And I would like that to do damage. I'm not gonna like name a number of the damage, because that's like a totally different meta now we're talking about. But yeah, I would like it to do damage and mana. And the third card, which is a passive. For this passive, I would like it to be where every time you get hit, you can... No. Okay, this one seems really cool, actually. Every time you hit someone, you have a chance of doing a random status chance in the game. What that would mean is, it would last for like 0.6 to 0.7 seconds. Because I want it to be good. I don't want like a 0.5 because I feel like that's too short. But think about like this would go really good against a Chimera, right? You press his ability, which gives them very fast attack speed. You have that card. You use that card, and it's a passive. Every time you hit someone, you get a random status proc, which would mean either they are getting ticked damage, right? Or they are getting slowed. You know, for like 0.7 seconds. They're getting tick damage, they're getting slowed. They might lose some mana, you know? They might get stunned. They might get silenced, you know? I think that card would be really, really cool, and I would love to see it in this game. A random status chance back. And that's, I guess, yeah, damage, obviously. And you know what? No, I would like that card to be in growth, and I would want that to be a health and armor card. Yeah, health armor card that is a lot of health. So yeah, I think that'd be good. Okay. Yeah.
Any other ones?
No, that's my 3.
Okay. Alright. I would like to see cards that I would like to see a card that boosts actual towers. Like I would like to see a card that give your tower extra protection when you're under it, right? So like when you're under a tower,
yeah.
You give your tower extra defense, you get extra health when you're under the tower, right?
Okay, this would be passive or active?
Like that. Shit. I mean, yeah, you can give it an active. You can make it an active, so that way it's not overpowered.
Yeah.
So you make this card an active, right? And then as you're under tower, as it get ready to come through, you can give your tower extra armor to keep it up longer. Along with the fortification card. That'd be awesome. Like that would be, I think that would be very good to keeping these towers up. Even a card where it allows you to bring back an inhibitor, right?
Oh man,
be so much more competitive to
that would cost like 7,000 gold if I'm thinking about that.
And let it be a commutative card, so that way, as you go through, you know, you can just bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
That would be interesting.
Yeah, bring back inhibitors, man. Don't, let the inhibitors grow. If the game is going on for a long time, let those inhibitors come back. Bring more strategy into the game, you know? I'd like to see a card like that. I would like to see more global cards. Like if it was like a global card, like what's the name? What's that name? That card, that gaze, and you can see everything on the map. And
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's in depth.
Yeah, it's in depth. Yeah, I want to see some more cards like that, a global card, right? Something to where it's just like or have someone have an ability like that. Like, can you imagine if Mario had an ability where she could purify for 2 seconds, or purify, like you just like that was somebody ultimate. Like you see your teammates and getting in damage, getting taken over, and then you can just purify the battle or pacify.
Dude, that would be so cool. Yeah. There is a card that's like that, but it only does it to yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not just to yourself, but like you can do it
to other people.
Anybody, right? So like Mario, you know how Mario has a
global. That card was actually in the game. Actually, before the card updates, that card was in the game, but I think they took it out because it made Aurora kind of useless.
No, it's still in the game.
No, but it only does that to yourself, though. It doesn't do that to like.
No, you can do it to group. Yeah, it's a group stasis. You're
talking about a group stasis, but I remember that there was a card before the card update to where it was a cleanse. I don't think the cleanses, dude.
Sure that one. Yeah, the individual stasis one. I think that's still in the game. I think it's still in the game.
No, but you see, DK, I'm
Um,
not talking about stasis. I'm talking about cleanse. There was a cleanse card. There wasn't a stasis card. Like
yeah,
there
there
was a
still is a cleanse card.
yeah, but it's only for yourself. It's not
Yeah,
for
it's only
other
for
people.
yourself. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
there used to be a one where it was
yeah.
for other people.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
But yeah,
So
I would
that's
like
like
to see cards like that.
true.
Yeah, like Black Ice. That's a good card that I never see get used.
Mhm.
Like if you do Black Ice, right, with application engineer, and if you do it with what's that other one? What is it?
I
What
think
is it?
this is you're on your
The
second
one
card right now.
unstable sideboard.
Yeah,
You do Black Ice, yeah, with application engineer, unstable sideboard. It would be so good, dude.
that sounds like it'd be
And a lot of people
overpowered.
don't. What's that?
It sounds like it'd be like a little bit overpowered, but kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. I've tried the combination out before. It's nice.
Unlike what, like a tank?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I've tried it out before.
All right, and now your
This
last
one,
final card.
they're in chaos. They're in chaos and inside intellect. Yeah, good cards, man. Good cards. All right, you got any more questions for us?
Okay, yeah, of course I do. Okay, what would you like to see coming in the jungle in like a future patch? Either it could be like just an update for the jungle or something.
Is there like an update for the jungle?
Yeah, it could be like an update for the jungle, or it could just be like some bug fixes that you think need like an immediate reaction, something like that.
Mm, I don't know. I think I want more verticality in the jungle. Like I know there's obstacles and stuff that you can jump over,
Mhm.
but I want there to be like more. Like I don't know. I feel like when you go in the jungle, I want you to be able to be feared for your life. Like it should be scary to go through the jungle, right?
Uh huh.
Like like say like you have minions in there that are just overpowered that just comes after you in a certain part of the jungle. Like when you go through the river, right? When you go through the river,
Yeah.
or if you're going through like the left side of the jungle, like if enemies go through there, like if enemies invade another, like if you invade another person's jungle or the other side jungle, the enemy should be 2 times tougher.
Oh
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like, yeah, like something like that, where it's just like if you're like, but the risk though, the reward is high, right?
Oh,
Right.
you're
So you
talking about
got to
like more
place something
gold?
in it like that. Yeah, like so like if you invade the other people's jungle,
Mhm.
the enemies are 2 times harder, and it scales up with your level, right?
Yeah,
But
I
the
get that.
reward is so much higher, right? Um, but you can die a lot, so you can die quicker. So, but if you do kill it, then you get more gold, right? Right.
That's
So I
interesting.
would like to see something like that, right? Yeah,
I
that's
would
pretty
see a lot
cool.
of junglers
I
like
like
trying to switch and trying to go to the enemy's jungle.
right. But you know what? But they're gonna, like I said, it'd be level scaling, so it'd be hard on them. It'd be hard, but you'd definitely have to go in there with a partner.
Huh. That is
Yeah.
interesting. I like that idea.
Or like have like sensors, like Wraith or something, like change Wraith ultimate, or change one of his ability that pings people. Like you can actually see like a camera up in the jungle or something, or see like I don't know, like see like you can give yourself more map awareness and stuff like that. So I'd like to have like a trip mine, like what if like you put a trap down, like bring some Call of Duty shit up in it. Like like put a trip mine down. So if someone comes to the jungle through this part right here,
Oh no, wait, that is a
boom,
card. That
dude,
is a card.
dude,
But I don't think the
is
jungle
it?
does it itself. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It's blue or red card, I believe. And you can like it. You remember Murdoch's ability, his old ability, where he would put down like a little
oh, that's the
stun.
stasis trap though. That's
Yeah,
stasis trap. No, yeah. I don't want that.
That's
I'm
what it
talking
sounded like
about
to me. That's why.
no. I want like a tripwire. Like if like I put a tripwire on this entrance of the jungle, right?
Mm-hmm.
If someone goes to this entrance of the jungle, they get hit for like 500 ability damage or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like any part of the jungle. Like right now, like when you go to the jungle, you know how you have everything is squared off. It's like everything is got a doorway leading to some other part, right? Put a
Mm-hmm.
trip mine in that doorway, and then you know, especially like where you go to get the river buffs. Put a trip
Yeah.
mine right there on the river buff. Next person go get the river buff. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like I want something like that. That'd be cool. Like that'd be just a cool aspect. Like you can have fucking booby traps in the jungle. Something different. Something different.
Okay. What I would like to see in the jungle, in terms of like a bug fist. Wow. Leave that to Faye. Alright, in terms of a bug fix, I would like to see there to be less clipping in the jungle. There are some areas to where it feels like you kind of clip against the wall or like a certain step in there. So I feel like if they just fix that, it'd be a much more smoother experience. In the jungle, I think currently there is a right amount of objective-based things to do in there. There's the black buff, there's the green buff, there is the Fangtooth. I believe currently that Epic Games have struck a nice balance in between everything and what's going on right now. In the jungle. They keep talking about they're gonna add more stuff in it, and I'm a little surprised to see on what they're gonna add, you know? But, yeah, that's it for me. Okay, DK. Now, this is the part where we're gonna be talking about what we would like to see them add in terms of like a new game mode and what it would look like. So I'll start off to give you an example. I would like to see a new game mode which is a 3v3. I would like to have I would like to see I'd like to see two lanes where there would be a left lane and a right lane. There would be like in the middle there would be like a jungle right there. And it would be kind of similar. Like there would be an offlaner, you know? And there might be like an Aurora that is supporting a Quang, you know? Instead of a Murdoch. I feel like if you have a 3v3 match, there's a really good variety of certain heroes that you and the enemy team could pick, you know? So, let's say on the left lane, let's just say that's like the 1v1 lane. I am a Quang, right? Okay, so I'm obviously getting my life still on and stuff, and then they have a Seraph. She's using her abilities to where I can't really land my own because she is blocking and dodging and stuff like that. But I'm also never leaving my lane because I am currently just getting health back with my life still. And then on the right lane, you have like the duo lane, where it's like there might be a Muriel, there might be like a Steel, you know, as like a tank, and then there might be like a Murdoch or a Gideon, you know, because it's 3v3. I feel like the amount of people you could pick would be very interesting in those matches. You know what I'm saying? Who are two people that synergize well together? Do you get an Aurora support with a Gideon on that right lane, so that the Aurora could ult, and then the Gideon could use his abilities and then ult? You know? Those certain things, I think, would be very interesting. And in the middle, there would be, like, certain buffs, because then there would be, like, a jungle in between left and right in the middle of left and right. I think that gameplay would be very interesting to do, and I hope they implement that. Alright? You DK?
Yeah.
You got any thoughts on that 3v3 thing, by the way, before we continue?
Oh no, I think it's a great idea to have a 3v. I mean, I would do it just one lane.
Yeah, that would be interesting, because then there'd be like two people in that
I
lane with
mean,
like a
kind of like
jungle.
how Smite is, you know, like just just one lane with the primes, just like how Smite got it. I mean, keep it simple.
Yeah, I get what
Just
you're
to
saying.
have something different, you know. But with Paragon, honestly, with one lane, you would. I mean, because the heroes are so. Such a brawler first and not a MOBA.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can do more than three. I mean,
Yeah,
you
that's what
can
I was saying.
do
I was saying
four.
like
Yeah.
two to four. I think it'd be really
Yep.
interesting to have a certain lane structure like that. Okay, and now to move on to your topic. So, what would be your like new game mode or new feature you would like to see?
My new game mode.
Yeah,
I
or
want these
feature.
heroes out. I want these heroes out of the MOBA aspect, dude. I want these damn heroes to have a full-fledged game. I'm talking voice lines, a full game, RPG, third person action adventure. I want a fucking Gears of War out of
What?
Epic Paragon. Yes, dude, yes.
What?
I want to see these guys out of the MOBA. Yes, I want to see like an adventure mode where you go through levels with people or hordes or like some Dynasty Warrior shit with these guys.
A new game
Like,
mode. I think that would be cool to have like a horde mode. You know,
yeah,
something like
like
that.
I
That
want to
would be cool.
see. Yeah. I want to see like some different kind of like
Oh, so
different game entirely.
would you
You
be
know,
talking about
like
like an event?
Fortnite Battle Royale, all of them on there. You know.
Hi, zombie killer. We're gonna get to you right after we oh, yeah, his mat type was messing up or something like that. But
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool in terms of events. You know, because think about it to where it'd be like there is a Murdoch, and that Murdoch is like gonna be the focus for the event. So where it would be, hey, we're gonna talk about Murdoch and Bellica's history together. DK, I think we should make me party leader or make me do the party if so Killer can join.
Yeah,
Can you
that
can
works.
you make me party leader?
Uh,
Because I think that usually fixes that.
I don't even know how to change a party lead type shit.
Like I think click on my name. Hmm.
I can
All
do it
right,
already.
give me 1 second so that I can just make a party and then I'll just invite you.
All right.
All right, guys. Technical difficulty. 1 second. Okay. So we're just waiting for someone to join us currently. That's what's
All right,
happening.
we back.
Yeah. Okay. Can you send an invite to Zombie? DK?
Yeah. Get to that.
All right.
One moment.
Okay. But yeah, I think it'd be very interesting to have like we could finally figure out what's going on with Bellica and Murdoch as like there'd like be a very little mini event to where there's like dialogue and stuff and we can figure out what happened to them. I think that'd be really cool because I know they do it similar. Like think of it as like an Overwatch event but for like Paragon. I think it'd be kind of cool. And I like where you're getting there, DK. On that note. And
Yeah.
then we'll ask Zombie as soon as he gets in with us. Zombie? Yeah,
I didn't
it's
think that was gonna fix it.
it usually does
Maybe
though.
try
That's
invite
the
us
thing.
or something. Oh, okay.
Zombie, what?
Hello.
Hey, Zombie. That was weird. It finally worked. Huh. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't
Might be
know.
my internet connection or something.
That is possible. Yeah. Okay. So Zombie.
Makes
Currently,
sense.
we are having a conversation where it's towards what would we like to see in terms of a new game mode in Paragon, or a new like update to something. So like I chose like a 3v3 DK chose like an event style thing like in Overwatch, to where there's like some story hidden in it with like some characters and stuff. So why don't you give us what would you think about?
I would want a 1v1 mode. Reason is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you're good mates with people like DKT and what was it? Smash, I think. You guys always talk smack about each other, like, you know, good kind of smack, saying if we had a 1v1 I'd win, or no, I would win. Yeah.
Oh
Prove
yeah.
Nah,
that.
let's do a
I would
1v1
like a
mode.
That's
one
so,
1v1 mode.
dude. I would
Yeah,
destroy everyone.
but me.
I'd be so.
You
I
two
was
always
thinking
talk
about
smack
that too
about
when you
each
said,
other with your Kalaris. Your Kalaris, that
yeah,
would be
dude,
good mates to
Kalari
do
thing. That'd be
1v1 mode.
cool. Oh, when I
Kalari vs
think about a
Kalari, that'd be
1v1
awesome.
mode, DK, I'm thinking
Yeah.
it'd be really cool to have like one a day, like a not one a day, but like a day in the stream to where we would like 1v1 our subscribers, or like and then go against each other. I think that'd be really awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool, yeah.
That would be
I
awesome,
like
man.
that.
Yeah,
That would be cool, man.
I like that. Oh man, I just died. Okay, so alright, on to the next question. This is the part of the segment, guys, where
I would like to have a mode where your
oh,
abilities
you
don't
wanna
have
do? Okay.
cooldowns.
Okay.
Your abilities don't have
That'd
cooldowns.
be
You could just
so.
use your abilities over and over and over again. They don't have cooldowns.
It's broken.
You
Everyone
know
would
who
pick
would win,
steel.
right?
Everyone would
You know
pick
who would
steel.
win?
No,
Morgish.
dude, I would
No,
use
Morgish.
Richter. Richter just silence everybody.
Oh, dude, Morgish. Also
Raid just
Richter.
back everybody up.
He's right.
Richter and Ray, backup silence, backup
Silence.
silence, dude. You want to talk about OP combination right there, boy?
You're so right, dude. Have just a Richter that just keeps silencing you the whole entire game.
Right?
It was Morgish every time.
Oh my
Just
god.
Yeah, I also think Morgish
Well, no,
too.
you can't proc. You can't proc. You won't be able to proc ultimates every time. No, not ultimates. Don't do
Okay.
ultimates. Just abilities.
So just ability.
Ultimates. Because
Our
ultimates
R1
just
would
overtake
destroy
the
though,
proc.
dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and it's a lock on too, so she would have like a way bigger advantage. Like, say I'm going against her and I am Gideon. She's just gonna keep R1ing me because she can do it and she can just easily dodge out of the way of my rocks with her circle. I think it'd be interesting. Definitely kind of broken with a lot of heroes, but interesting nevertheless. Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. So this is part of the podcast, guys. We're still trying stuff new at every podcast, you know. So this is gonna be a new segment to where we each ask each other one question about the game and how we would solve it. So let's say I say, DK, how would you solve a problem in the game where there is a Steel and a Murdoch, and because of Steel's knock ability or his shield bash, he is able to spam it. DK would then responds as in, oh, we just maybe have that ability for a longer cooldown or something like that, you know? And we're gonna ask each other two questions, and I'm gonna start off to give you guys an example. I'm gonna ask one for Zombie and then one from DK. So,
Okay.
Zombie, you're gonna go first, okay?
Yep.
How do you feel? Oh no, not how do you feel. What would you do if you were like a person who made this game and you realized that there was a bug in the system where everyone spammed abilities? Like that mode DK just mentioned.
Well, I
Like
would
how would you fix that and stuff like that?
since it'd probably take a while to fix, to find out what's the problem, I'll just shut down the servers till I get
Really?
fixed. Yeah.
You would shut down the servers?
There's no. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, nah, not really. I'd leave it for a little bit.
If it's a game-breaking bug,
he is right about that. It's just some people would just leave it on and just be like, all right, new patch, fixed it. All right, download it. that would be funny. I think that'd be really funny.
But some people, the serious players and up in the master leagues won't like it because I lose a lot of elo and stuff because of this game making brug and all that elo for a while, as an example.
Okay. So
hardcore players.
Now we go on to DK. DK, what do you think would be an appropriate thing for this? So let's say currently in the game there's a lot of people who are upset with a certain patch, and let's call them the casual players. The casual players don't like the fact that something is too hard in the game currently. And the people who are not casual players, the people who play this like consecutively, if like, let's say someone who plays this game 2 to 3 times a week versus a person who plays this game 5 to 6 times a week. That gives you a better example of what I'm talking about. And those people say the game should be this hard because it adds a level of difficulty to where we like. Would you then listen to those people, or would you listen to the more casual player base? And keep in mind that the casual player base has a bigger player base.
Isn't that what just happened? Isn't that what happened with Paragon as a whole?
I know. That's why I'm asking you. I'm asking you this. But I want your decision though. I want your opinion. But DK, I'm not talking about
irrelevant on this question.
No. You have to have an opinion on this. This is the question.
I don't have an opinion on that. It's already checked. You know what my opinion is. My opinion
I actually don't.
I want my old Paragon back.
Okay, so you would make it a more harder game. That's just saying. Less casual?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Come on, give me an example. We gotta talk about this.
Alright, like... The new map, the old map compared... Like, you want to talk about verticality? Fuck, Legacy had verticality.
Yeah, it did. I really enjoyed it.
Legacy map had a jungle where it was an actual jungle where you can go down into the jungle. It was a 3-layer map.
It was 3? I thought it was like 2.
Yeah.
Because there's the top layer and the bottom layer for the jungle.
Yeah, well, right, but then you had the prime, like where everything was. I mean, you could. Legacy was a map unlike any damn map I've ever seen for MOBA, and it was a great map. And I hate that they changed it so much or not bring it back. I don't know, man. Like I said, this is the current Paragon. I'm gonna love this game because I love the heroes, and I will continue to play it for the heroes. I may not agree with this current Paragon, but it has its ups and downs, right? Like, bring the current battle system to Legacy map, and I have no doubt in my mind that it will work because it's a bigger map. It's a bigger map. The towers, the towers were more formidable. Like you weren't tower diving in Legacy. Like you were, but you weren't tower diving like this in Legacy. Your ass, those towers, like bam, 400 points of damage. Like you want to go tower dive in Legacy at level 5. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you want to go tower dive in Legacy at level 10. You had to be level 15 to tower dive in Legacy. Like you had to be level, and then if you did tower dive in Legacy at level 10, it had to be more than one of y'all there. You know what I'm saying? So like,
and it was pure damage the tower.
Yeah,
and it was all chimeras that did it too.
yeah, it was only chimeras that did that shit.
I remember that. It was only chimeras, dude.
It was not determined by your ability, your basic,
Yeah, it's
your
called a
defense.
true
It wasn't
damage.
determined by that. Yeah, it was true damage. Those towers did true damage. So that's my whole thing. Is just like I know that they feel that
Uh-huh.
I know that they feel that um, the towers. You were there to protect the towers. The towers aren't there to protect you. But at the same time, you can't protect a tower when you get 4 people in one lane killing you. When you get snowballed, or it ain't even snowball, it's death ball, and that's basically what it is. It's snowballing. The whole term, I ain't gonna get into it right now, but it's just when you get 3 people, like the dual lane, right?
Uh-huh.
When that jungle come over, right, and that jungle comes over, and your other jungle ain't able to respond, that's what kills you. You know, that's just ridiculous. Like the tower should have double the damage output when depending on how many heroes are in it taking it. Like it's a real simple algorithm. Like if there's one hero in the tower taking it, it has 1.5 damage output. If it has 2 heroes in the tower taking it, it has a higher damage output. It's there. It's just like if you have 4 heroes in the tower taking the tower, there's no like it's crazy. Like there's nothing. The tower has no kind of defense. The
Yeah,
tower
you're
can't
right.
do shit. Like the tower's done.
I
And
would
that's
like
why
to
I'm like, that's
see.
why I'm like, bring a
Hmm?
card back where we can revive our inhibitors. Bring a card back where we can have our towers have more defenses.
Okay, okay,
Like just make this game make this game more strategy. I want more strategy in this game.
okay.
As I add as well in the old legacy, when you got all prime and you took it to the place, you get all your inhibs back.
Yeah.
I would like to see where this map, I like this map. And I would like to see it where this map was just larger. If they made the map as long as Legacy's map, or even just a little bit shorter, I think it would go a long way to improve it.
I don't know. I don't like this map, man. I don't like this map because it
Really?
ain't like in Legacy you can hide. Like the jungle was you can hide the damn jungle.
I know, but what I'm talking
Uh,
about is when they make the map bigger, everything is going to be bigger. So that means like the lanes are going to be longer, the jungle is definitely going to be more like substantial.
but you can't
So,
hide though in this jungle. Like there's no hide spot. Like what I mean by is this. Like right.
hmm
Like in Legacy, you had the little sections of where the enemies were, and it was you were invisible when you were in there, right? So
yeah.
when you went through that pocket, you were invisible for a time, and then you didn't know that nobody was in there taking that jungle cap until your ass went in there, and you were like, "Oh shit!"
And they were
So
all
like in
chimeras.
Legacy, yeah, and like in Legacy, it was great because your whole team, goddamn, how she see when I was invisible? Yo, she got me. In Legacy, your whole team was in there, right?
Yeah.
And you would have like 2 or 3 people waiting in there, and one person go in there, and their asses was gone. Like it was a fear. That's what I'm talking about. It was a fear of being in the jungle back in Legacy. You didn't go in that damn jungle by yourself, hardly. And I mean, you did, but
Yeah, to
it was just a
rotate.
fear of it. Yeah.
Dude, I love
I want
Legacy's
stuff
map
like
so
that, man.
much. Here we go talking about Legacy again, and we're getting off topic a little bit. Alright.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so as I previously said, we're talking about you ask us one question each about what we would do in this game or how we would play a certain hero or just anything. You can ask us about anything. You can ask us, hey, what would happen if Murdoch's ability is his hot pursuit wasn't hot pursuit and instead it was his mind to where it would like stick on the floor and it would trap people. How would that affect him? You can do stuff like that. Alright, so DK, this is your turn now.
And I do apologize since we got all the way off topic. Give me the scenario again. I'm thinking of a problem, right?
You're thinking of, you're asking us one question each about really anything. So what that entails is, say, what if Shield, what was his name? I forgot his name. What if Chimera's ultimate wasn't like his ultimate? What if that was like his circle, and then he had a passive ultimate which gave him back like high health, stuff like that. It's really just any like random question. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay. Kid Dev, I don't know. That's just hard to even think of. Like, let's move on to the next question.
Or if there was like
Okay. Okay.
Like, it's kind of
no
like
jungle and just like 5 lanes.
yeah.
Okay, so Zombie, why don't you start?
5 lanes, no jungle, 5 lanes. Wow.
Wait, 5 lanes, no jungle?
Something like that.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting. Okay, so that's zombies. So we're gonna do zombies now.
Well, my question question to you, kid.
Okay.
Death.
Could you say it again so that everyone can clear about it?
So no jungle and 5 lanes, 1 person on each lane.
5 lanes, no jungle. My goodness. How would people even rotate? Would it just be like a straight field?
Game mode.
I know, but I'm thinking about it, because if there's no jungle...
There'll be walls and like and the fog walls, but there'll be walls up between the lanes so you enter the fog wall to get into the lane. So it's not a flat field, there's walls, but there's no jungle to farm in, basically.
That is so interesting that you say that.
Like that.
Okay, so...
So I got a question here and then.
No, wait, DK, I gotta answer this first.
I thought you were asking.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's asking me, so I gotta answer the question. So, that is... Man, how do you... That's so interesting to say that. Because there's so many different things you could do with that, and... Wow. Okay, so if there was no... If there was no jungle in your spot... Okay, so that would mean that there would be a lot of heroes that would like to be sustainable. You know? To where it's like... you would have
be really that much carries.
Yeah, there would definitely not be... There'd be definitely less carries, because if I am, let's say... mortgage.
Remember, like I said, you don't have to have a personally lane. You can like triple one lane, but your other lanes will be getting pushed.
Yeah, I like that. I like what you're asking, because if you think about like this, then it's like, say you're going up against an Aurora, right? And you're a character that doesn't go well up against the Auroras. So then you say, hey, mid lane, please switch with me, because I do a better job at that lane than this character. So then you switch with that other person. Then there's like a whole meta of where, you know, like where do you switch and what heroes are up against different people. I honestly...
Remember, all the teams should have equal farm. So everyone should be basically the same. Unless the other person's more aggressive, which kills you more, which means they get less farm. That's the only way you can get less farm.
I think that'd be really cool, and I would highly enjoy that sort of mode. I like it. So yeah.
It's not like...
So that, alright, now ask DK a question. Ask DK now. I said I like that idea, and I think that Epic Games should go on that, officially, because I think it'd be really cool. But, yeah, that's my answer.
Like, even if it was just a game mode, it'd be good.
Yeah, if that was just game mode, I think it'd be great. I'd play the hell out of that. There'd be like a whole nother meta to it. Alright, yeah, gotta ask a different question to DK.
Let's see. Let me just think, okay, okay, DK. Okay, so imagine there was just the trance. I saw this in chat, and I reckon it's actually a good one. Trant said this in chat, and this is actually a good one, and dedicate this for you. Imagine there was only one lane.
Okay.
No towers, but there's like lots of minions coming in each time on both sides.
Okay, so we're talking like a one lane 1v1 type thing.
Non-stop minions.
Okay.
No, like maybe 3 people, like 6 people in that game. 3v3, only one lane, non-stop minions.
Okay, and
That's 2 you do.
BK?
Okay. Alright. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, I would like something like that, just a horde of minions. But are you talking like just 1v1 with a horde of minions, or just 5v5?
So like, yeah, 5v5 or like a 4v4, like it's a game mode.
Just non-stop minions,
Non-stop minions, there's no towers. If you get a team wipe, you're basically you're not gonna win straight away because it's non-stop minions, so it's gonna take you a while to kill those minions.
Yeah.
Like,
that would be...
not non-stop, maybe like just like a horde, and then
so like a huge amount of minions each time they spawn. Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna take you a while to kill them. If non-stop minions would, you wouldn't be able to get through. So just horde.
Okay.
And you guys had to push up.
That makes sense. Yeah, I would like to see something like that. I mean, this kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, how we would have stuff that change, like these kind of questions.
Okay.
I would like to see a mode where you pick one ability and you go into battle with it.
Ooh.
One ability, you go into battle with that one ability. And you see how well you do with that one ability.
All right, now are we talking about ults here? Or are we talking about one ability and one ult? We're talking about like you said a game mode to where
ability.
they have.
If it's a ult,
it does not count.
If it's one ability, one ability. If you want your ult, just bring your ult. I mean, you gotta wait for that ult time down, so you gotta take that risk. So, there's one ability where that's all you get. I mean, like Morgash, that she would be perfect hero to bring in. Her mark.
Yeah, I would do R1. I would bring that in.
Her
great.
Useless. Can't, mark.
Right. Exactly.
I guess maybe you'd have to fix it to where you could just do that, but that's a totally...
You can't use your ult because you need to use your R1.
Yeah, you gotta be able to mark them and use your ult. But you just use one ability. So, like, I would like to see something like that, or a mode where you only pick all casters, you only pick all range, you only pick all, like just all a certain type of heroes. Do something like that.
You're talking about some stuff that we could do for 5v5s, and I'm really thinking that'd be an interesting stream. We could do a co-op stream where we do 5v5s.
Yeah, we could do something like that. That would be nice. But...
Okay. So now we're gonna get on to the next question. What do you guys feel that should be in the next update in terms of like, what do you think needs to be fixed? What do you think they're gonna do? I know that they did have a community corner and they talked about some stuff. So just in general, what do you guys want in the new update?
What do I want in the new update?
Yeah, what would you like to see in the new update? Nothing like huge, but something, substantial.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
I'd like to see, like all the lock-on heroes, basically their abilities, because there's a couple that you can lock. No, I think it's only Morgosh had a lock-on ability.
Yeah. I think it's
so I'm talking about Morgosh. Like if they add more people with lock-on abilities, then it'll make sure they do okay damage, not overpowered damage like Morgosh.
I feel like Morgosh should be line of sight. I feel like her ability should be line of sight. She should not be able to mark you through a wall.
But what I'm saying is it's a lock-on, so it shouldn't do
Yeah.
any damage, basically.
Although it
100
does
damage
apply
tops.
line of sight though, because it's a lock on. Because if someone else is looking and you have the range to do it, you do see them from your other person. So like if I'm with a
Yeah, but
teammate
I'm talking
and they're
about
looking at Morgus in the
so
jungle, then they could do it.
okay, I'm saying her damage is fine, but put up the timer on it, like to 10 seconds, or low, or keep the timer how it is, and just drop the damage every 2-3 seconds, dealing 500 damage. You're gonna be dead in 4 hits, which is what, like 12 seconds.
Shit, you dead already in 2 hits from
Pretty much, yeah.
Morgas
For a
lock.
carry,
I mean,
yeah.
I
You
mean
get
for
hit by her
anybody,
2 times and then you get like a
her,
squared, then you're pretty much
yeah,
dead.
like her takes,
But
all
I'm
it
talking
takes
about
is
for a tank.
Morgas is for you to
A
hit.
tank.
Even for a tank, like
Well, not really for a tank.
those
I wouldn't
tips,
say
man.
that because
A tank would be like 6-7 hits, but
yeah, that'd be a lot of hits. Like a Sevrog, if you're like a Sevrog or like a Richter and you have a lot of health, that would take a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So DK, what would you like to see in like the new patch or new update? It could be something small, something big.
I would like to see the voice actors. I mean, I would like to see more banter among the characters. Like, you know, like when you walk up to the lane with your dual lane and Murdoch and certain people who don't get along, like Murdoch and Twin Blast. He's like, you know, I'm coming after you after this, right? You know, like, because you know, Murdoch and Twin Blast, one's an outlaw, one's a cop. Bellica and Myers, Twin Blast, and Twin Blast loves her. So like, you could be like, like them. Oh, we finally together. Like, I would love to see banter between the characters. You know,
That
like
would be
fucking
interesting.
Rafe and Kalari, like
To have
Rafe
like
and
voice
Kalari,
lines.
how they trained each other. What's that?
To have like voice lines when they do like an ability or something like that.
Like voice lines, like Rafe and Kalari, like Rafe would be like, funny meeting you here, like, cause you know, like she never thought he was gonna make it, and even though he was her protege, so like it's just, I would like to see the lore come out. Like, I really love those lore stories they started doing, like with Shimby and FaZe and Kalsis.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
The new hero coming out, those are really cool. I want in-game banter. I just want them to be like, the characters are kind of emotionless, except for Faye. When Faye fucking died, that bitch orgasms when she dies. I'm sorry.
Man, come on, dude.
Die, dude, it is so emotional. Like,
okay.
She's like, it's so funny, man.
Okay, we're a little short on time, guys. DK, I'm gonna have to go. Yeah. So, guys, we're gonna wrap this up here. We're gonna talk about our channels and stuff. So I'll start off. This is God Only Knows Loading Night Gaming here. I hope you guys enjoyed this conversations and the questions that we talked about. DK, you want to say something?
I want to thank all of y'all for coming out to the podcast 3. We hit about 15 people max in here, so appreciate y'all. This is something that we would like to bring to the community every week, and bring some of you guys out, like some of the subs, like bringing your input. Like, if you guys have questions or if you want to be a part of the podcast, just hit us up on Discord. Hit Kid Def up on PlayStation. He can plug his gamer tag and give them questions. And if you want to be a part of it, we'll be more than happy to rotate 3 or 4 people per stream with a question or something. And we can make the streams even longer. Just to have your insight, and then we can also take what we find, like what we think are good ideas, and you can email them to Epic. They always want to have ideas. And I email them on a regular. And I know somebody on our Discord email them too. Trance is always emailing Epic on how they can improve the game. So if we have more of a voice like that out there, and we know they're listening, and we're like, we have a community growing like that, man, all we can keep doing is just voicing our community. And guess what? It's going to be heard. Changes are going to come. Things are going to happen to this game for the better. I know it doesn't seem like it, and I know Paragon seems like it's in a bad state of everyone, but they have the best interest of this game at heart. It's gonna go through some more changes before it gets full release. and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we have new modes, we have a new map. They can't survive on this map alone. You know, I would really like to have a night and day cycle put into this
Hey
game.
guys,
You know,
be nice in the
so
chat.
stuff like that, stuff like that.
DK.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Someone's
get off here. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later.
streaming you, streaming
Good night.
like Paragon.
Really?
Doing what? Oh no, it's
Weird.
not. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Good day. Good night. Guys, on Loading Back Gaming. Please like and subscribe.